The day would soon arrive when I could not ignore the rash. I was obviously ill, so I called on Dr. Nash. This standard consultation would adjudicate my fate. I walked into his surgery and gave it to him straight. Said, "Doc, I wonder if you might explain this allergy of mine. It's like I get these pins and needles running up and down my spine. From there, across my body, it will suddenly extend. My neck will feel a shiver, and the hairs will stand on end. And then there is that symptom that a man can only fear. It's a choking in the throat and the crying of a tear." Well, the doctor scratched his head, and with a rather worried look, his furrowed brow suggested that the news to come was crook. "What is it, Doc?" I motioned. "Have I got a rare disease? I'm man enough to cop it sweet, so give it to me, please." "I'm not too sure," he answered, in a puzzled kind of way. "It seems you've got some kind of fever, but it's hard for me to say. When is it that you feel this most peculiar condition?" I thought for just a moment, and then I gave him my position. "I get it when I'm standing in an Anzac Day parade, and I get it when the anthem of my native land is played, and I get it when the hammer makes a mesmerising run, and when Steve Smith grits his teeth to score a really gutsy ton. I got it back in '99 when John Eales held the cup. I shivered at Royal Ascot when Black Caviar got up. I get it when the banjo takes me down the snowy river, and the Matildas send me waltzing with a billy-boiling shiver. It hit me hard when Brisbane was awarded with the games. I get it when our first responders marched towards the flames. It flattened me when Bertram raised the boxing kangaroo and when Kathy Freeman raced for gold. The rashes were true blue." "So tell me, Doc," I questioned, "am I really going to die?" He broke into a smile before he looked me in the eye. As he fumbled with his stethoscope and pushed it out of reach, he wiped away a tear, and then he gave this stirring speech. "From the beaches here in Queensland, son, to the sweeping shores of Broome, on the harbour banks of Sydney where the Waratah's in bloom, from Uluru at sunset to the mighty Tasman Sea, in the Adelaide cathedrals, at the roaring MCG, from the Great Australian Bight up to the Gulf of Carpentaria, the medical profession call it Green and Gold Malaria. But forget about the textbooks, son. The truth I shouldn't hide, the rash that you've contracted here, that's good old Aussie pride. And I'm afraid that you were born with it, and one thing is for sure, you will die with it, young man, because there isn't any cure."